underway from Reliance Stadium in Houston. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one too low.
Intended for Dalton Schultz. Incomplete. The coverage by Terrell Bernard.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Stroud. He's got it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Stroud now on 4th down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Daniil Hunter able to use that strength to get it for a loss of 2.
Motion man is Shakir.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it. And it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your Jaquasis get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 4th down, the Texans send out Kai Kroger to punt. Davis now to return it. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He's got the connection to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Allen going to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They pitch it out to Cook. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Will Anderson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Here's Stroud. And he finds Montgomery complete. Touchdown, Houston. David Montgomery, 48 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Kalen Bullock. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's first and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. Second and 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5.
And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Has his man, it's Shakir. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing now is Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Stroud to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now Stroud. This one swung out to Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Throwing now is Stroud. Hard throw, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Returnable here for Davis. They called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and out would come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stroud got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stroud out of the gun here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Stroud. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Bills are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The CD always a little extra excitement for week